Alright guys, welcome to the morning session of the first round of Code A for GSL Season 5. And up here to the top left we have the LGIM Terran. Named himself after an emotion. It's LGIM's Happy. Great Terran player. I think he could be going places. Not able to make it though, out of his Code S. Now, to the bottom right, we have currently teamless and a long-time player, formerly of the clan Zenith. He was on NS Hosa as well for a time. His ID is San. It feels appropriate to call him San Zenith, but currently using just the tag lowercase S-A-N. Talked to him in chat briefly before the game. He said that he's actually still considering joining a foreign team. That's what he really wants to do. And Happy is to start things off here with, it looks like, at the very least, one forward barracks. No second SCV has yet been pulled, though. So you may make, okay, there it goes, now coming off the depot. This is one of our larger maps. And I actually expected he would have sent his SCV out a little bit earlier, but looks like the timing is going to be for an 11-11, and he will actually get it there right around 150 minerals. As you can see, the probe going to scout now. So he's got 150. He's a little bit behind here. Some people like to send that second SCV off of the depot, but you can see just a slight delay there on the barracks. But either way, if you send it out too soon, you have to lose the mining time from the main base. Now, the probe is not going to see this, but luckily for San, he's going for a normal gateway build, dropping the chrono now, of course, back at home on his probes. Now, when he gets here with the probe, he's actually going to be able to see there's nothing here. He's going to immediately turn around and check at the natural for that command center. He wants to check in the main, make sure it's not a gas burst or anything weird like that, I suppose, but he needs to make sure it's not a command center burst. Now, seeing the orbital is all he needs to know. He's going to know, okay, barracks is around here somewhere. Can't make an orbital without one of those. Now, how will Happy execute this? How many SCVs is he going to pull? Is he going to pull about 4? That's the norm. He may pull all. The Zealot is being produced now. Will he chrono boost? Some people like to get 2 Zealots out before the Stalker against a build like this, but he's still not 100% certain. He can't absolutely know it's a 2 barracks proxy. It could be hidden somewhere near the main just to trick him to throw him off. And he's not actually chrono boosting just yet. Looks like he is going to skip the second Zealot. Now the first Marine is here. Now he knows what's up. He sees the extra SCV is being pulled, and you guys haven't seen it just yet, but 3 additional SCVs have been pulled now. So he is going for 5 in total, including the 2 SCVs he pulled originally. Now look at this, San just playing around with his probes, trying to buy time for that Stalker. The Stalker is such a critical unit to have in this case because it can outrange and out-micro the Marines, but the Marine production is coming in really strong right now, and it's coming in really fast. San losing a lot of mining time. Happy is losing the same, but at the same time, he's going to have those mules back at home. And here we go, this Stalker is everything right now for San. It's his lifeline. Nice control here on the Zealot, pulling it back here, just using it to tank some fire so the Stalker can do the real damage. Now he needs to prevent the bunkering here. The first bunker is started in range of the core, not so much the pylons. Now San pulls all of his probes, in fact, and I think it may be a bit premature. He still has to deal with these Marines somehow. Now the second Stalker is out. The key here is to eliminate the SCVs first, and then use the Stalkers to actually take out the bunker and the Marines later on. If there's no bunker, there's no push. Nice control here by San. He wants to get that last SCV, and losing the Stalker, I have to say, is well worth it in this case, though. Could have been a little bit better with his micro, but taking out that SCV means this bunker will not actually finish. He's got a few probes here just in case. Needs to pull those Stalkers back. Really nicely done here. I'm not sure about pulling these probes, though. More SCVs coming down for Happy, and I think this bunker actually should be able to finish. Oh, this is so close here. San is microing his heart out right now. And Happy actually targets down a lot of the hit points on that Stalker with his SCVs. The probes come off the line here. This is his last stand. And I just don't think it's going to be enough. The next Stalker comes out, though. The Marines are in the bunker, and that's going to be game. He loses every last probe. San now down to 5 supply, one of which being on the Nexus now. And that's going to be game. There's no way to recover here. He can't even get his Stalkers around, I don't think. And even if he did, would it be enough? All that Happy has to do is stop to micro his Marines, and GG calls San. A pretty quick game number 1 that we just had here. And San reacting well. I feel pulling his probes a bit too early in certain circumstances, though. Definitely could have played that one a little bit better. And Happy takes game number 1 relatively easily there. And a lot of people would favor Happy here. He's on arguably the best team in the world. He trains with the best Terran in the world, MVP. They share a team. They live under the same roof. And San is kind of out there right now. I don't even know where he lives. He could live with his family. He could still be staying at NS Hosa a little bit. I don't even know, to be honest. I may even ask him later on about that, but he doesn't have the same practice ability as Happy. He's a teamless player. It's very rare you have a teamless player ever even qualify for the GSL, because the practice that you need to be able to qualify to do well against the players of the caliber in the GSL is just insane. And if you're not on a team, you're not going to be able to get the right practice that you need. That's why you see players like Son and Supernova, when he was teamless for a while, struggle a little bit. But it's impressive nonetheless that he was even able to qualify in the first place. Now, game number 2 is in Tomb Valley. It's loading up right now. We'll get into it in just a second.